What's up gamers, it's your favorite YouTuber rageface Studios here, and welcome back to a new video on the gosh darn internet. And in today's video I'm gonna be taking the epic opportunity to bully YandereDev, because I've always wanted to do that because it's very epic, because he's infamous for his bad coding, a bajillion if-else statements, the fact that he practically hates like at every single point of criticism made against him. Why did they remove female delinquents from the game? Exclamation mark, warn. Let's warn someone for practically no reason. Say they're a freaking hater, of course. The fact that he's so pompous about his code, yet he's like so freaking slow. When people do come on to try and help him, the tiny build developers, he literally just kicks them out and is like no, you're making it hard to read, even though the code that they wrote actually makes the game faster, as well as other stuff. And if you have so many criticisms against you that you literally have to write an entire website page defending yourself, pretty sure that the problem is with you and at least one of the criticisms is correct. This is why his game is taking so long. Videos like this one you're watching right now, he's been slandered and harassed for 5 years. He has to spend way too much time reading emails as if he's freaking held at gunpoint.
Depending on how much email I get, sometimes I spend between 8 and 12 hours going through my email, leaving me with no time left in the day to write code for the game.
Also, this video he uploaded was freaking trash, and it literally showed people how bad he was, to the point where he actually lost a bunch of patrons. But no, we're not going to be talking about all the old stuff that YandereDev has been doing, because practically every single video on YouTube already talks about that. Instead, we're going to be talking about how he's going after this game, which is actually making progress and is based on his game. He's going after it for no reason. And then also how I don't know if I should blame YandereDev directly, but one of his partners has literally been false copyright striking stuff, criticizes the game and he's calling it slander. And the person who made it is actually a smaller YouTuber than me, but this video is blowing up in the algorithm. I mean, this is how I literally made this video. It came up in my recommended. Probably gonna be a larger YouTuber than me by the time this video goes up, but 3, 2, 1, let's bully YandereDev. So as if you've watched like any YandereDev exposed video, then basically what has been happening is that YandereDev has actually been taking like ages with his development because it's really trashy. Instead of actually focusing on the game, he adds a bunch of extra features like snap and suggests his own features, as well as getting people, manipulating them to be like, oh my god, YandereDev needs to take a break.
Then I want you to choke to death on the cactus. Can you do that for me, buddy? Thanks.
While taking all their money from Patreon. But he's taking thousands of dollars a month. It's not even implementing like the first rival inside the game after basically like 6 years. But basically what happened is that someone got tired of waiting all this time, decided to make their own version of Yandere Simulator. And technically they're even legally allowed to do it, because 99% of the assets inside the game are just bought from the Unity store. So technically any single person on the internet would be able to recreate it. And one person actually decided to recreate it. So 4 days ago, this YouTuber who goes by the name Dr. Apis, I think, uploaded a video called Lovesick announcement trailer Yandere Simulator fan game. It's not really a fan game, it's literally got the same characters and stuff as Yandere Simulator, which he's allowed to do. Be re-uploaded. And I'll play you the unedited clip. Before I get onto the peculiar silence, I'll just read you a few key points from the description of this video. Actually building upon like the original base of Yandere Simulator, and actually adding a proper story where it's a proper Yandere, not where you're just going around in a sandbox killing everyone like the normal game is. Slightly edited the characters, look more like anime. It's a standalone game where you don't need Yandere Simulator in order to make it. And the most important things, firstly, the they're working on a rival, and they were able to recreate basically whatever Yandere Simulator is currently right now within 2 freaking weeks, and they're already on the first rival, and there's only 2 people working on that game. You know, a YandereDev is actually 1 person, but I refuse that 1 extra person instantly shrinks the amount of development time from 6 years to 2 weeks. But yeah, a YandereDev sucks at programming. And yeah, you know, a YandereDev did actually just leave a response in Discord, so you know, I guess I'll read it out for fairness or something, I don't even know. But this is the trailer for the game. His response to it: somebody recreated Yandere Simulator in less than 2 weeks? No, not really. Over the course of Yandere Simulator's development, countless people have said I can do better than YandereDev and started developing similar projects. All these projects lasted a few months, sometimes weeks, or sometimes only days before collapsing. It is extremely easy to use a Unity engine to quickly produce a simple prototype of the game which superficially resembles Yandere Simulator, to quickly replicate the surface level aspects of Yandere Simulator, such as schoolgirl walking around the school and student turns into ragdoll after being stabbed. These are beginner level tasks that anyone with access to the Unity engine can do without any effort. You're basically roasting yourself at this point. You're saying, you know, all the stuff that I spent 16 years doing, you know, it's very easy for anyone with basic understanding to recreate. Good job on roasting yourself. When someone says I recreated Yandere Simulator in 2 weeks, you know, that video I just showed you, what they are really saying is that they copy and pasted a bunch of my game's assets into a Unity project and made the character walk around the school environment, creating the flimsy illusion that they are developing a game, and there are people actually gullible enough to fall for it. Ridiculous. What do you mean they stole your game's assets? It's on the Unity store. Your main freaking character of the game is I don't know. Look, I don't even know what I'm saying, but you know, you can buy it on the Unity store. It is not stolen. They even edited it as well. Anyone is able to use it legally as long as they pay for it, so I don't know what you mean freaking stealing. Then he said the developer of this game is stepping into very dangerous legal territory. I don't understand how using legal assets is stepping into dangerous territory, but you know, I'll just continue this response. He starts talking about oh yeah, you know, there's nothing wrong with buying all the assets from the Unity store. He literally acknowledges that, you know, I don't know how to say that freaking name, character model, because you know that's a Yandere-chan model. But then he goes on saying, yeah, you know, if you start stealing assets that were specifically made for me and my volunteers and stuff, our freaking game is very dangerous. You know, if they're actually stealing assets from your game, I don't understand why you wouldn't go after them. I mean, as long as they're legitimately stealing stuff, no one would blame you if you try and sue them for like stealing all your assets. You know, just go ahead if they're actually doing it, or maybe they aren't. It's just very similar, but you know, speaking about legality now, guess we're actually gonna move on to why that trailer I played earlier was silent. You know, if you have eyes, hopefully 100% of you do, you know, you would have been able to like read the top of a video where it says that some person called Cleveland Rock forced him to like re-upload this, and basically what happened is the person who originally made the trailer decided to use music from Yandere Simulator inside his freaking trailer. I understand that point, because you know, it's illegal. You know, take down the original as far as you want, because you know, how are you gonna steal music from Yandere Simulator and then put that into a trailer, into a game that's directly competing with it? That is funny, and you know, you do have a right to technically do that. Yeah, you know, what YandereDev and this Cleveland Rock person did next is very, very bad. Well, yeah, of course, you know, when someone publishes a version of Yandere Simulator which is actually progressing through development, only 2 people there has got to the same amount of progress within 2 weeks, you know, obviously people are gonna get excited. So, you know, a bunch of people started reporting on this. And one of the people is called Choco Nanakens, and you know, when they originally uploaded their video, you know, had 168 subscribers when they reacted to the trailer of Lovesick. You know, he reacted to the trailer and obviously he gave like a criticism and commentary like I'm doing right now. So yeah, you know, Cleveland Rock when he makes like some of the music for like the Yandere Simulator game, you know, he found the video, destroyed it, not to like claim it or anything. I don't know if he had content ID, but I don't think he did. Literally manually gave this kid a copyright strike for reacting to the trailer because the trailer had his music in it, which honestly is freaking dumb because, you know, the original guy, you know, fair enough, he did use the music in this video, in his freaking trailer, kind of illegally. This kid was just reacting to the trailer and then giving criticism and commentary on it. And also, you know, it was literally just 12 seconds of the video as well. But you know, basically what happened is that firstly he went to the Twitch chat of the person who right striked him, and you know, the moderators kept deleting his message each time he asked about the strike. And then, you know, he was like, after the stream, he would respond after multiple times of his freaking messages being deleted. He sent this email asking for the strike to be removed. This video is quite obviously fair use, you know, audio is removed in like the re-upload that he made. But you know, Cleveland Rock was not happy at this email, even when the kid actually offered to re-upload the video without the music, even though legally he didn't even have to. And then, you know, Cleveland Rock leaves this response to the person.
Me, right? Finally, maybe an hour later, they say, "Dear me, I explicitly stated in my report to YouTube that only 12 seconds of your video were affected. I wasn't expecting YouTube to take down the entire video." Now, as all of you probably know, that is complete, utter bull. There's no way he didn't know they would take me down, because that is just how YouTube strikes work. They would not. How do they not know this? They're clearly lying to me. That was entirely their decision. However, if I contacted YouTube and asked them to reverse their decision, then we would arrive at the original problem. I don't want my music in your video. I created that music for Yandere Simulator because I want to help Yandere Simulator succeed however I can. As such, I hope you can understand why I wouldn't want my music to be used in a video that defames and harasses the developer, refers to the game as a joke, and encourages people to steal from him. I did not encourage anyone to steal anything in that video.
Yes, you know, he starts lying about what's been said in the video. Apparently, you know, they're encouraging people to steal from Yandere Simulator when YandereDev literally owns like none of the assets, and he uses a bunch of stolen assets as a quote-unquote placeholders. It has got people annoyed because YandereDev never even like credited them for that. Yeah, you know, the person who made this commentary video never even like put people to steal from YandereDev at all. Love how they're saying that people saying that Yandere's development is a joke. You know, that's apparently slandering and harassing. Like, this kid literally had less than 200 subscribers, so what impact would he even have anyway, even if he was slandering or harassing YandereDev, which he never even did in the first place? No, actually, I'm scared they're gonna freaking come after me, aren't they? Yeah, you know, as dumb as this person may be, you might just be like, it's just some person who didn't like their music being used in anyone's video. Yeah, if you read the last paragraph, you can see that, you know, this guy is clearly a writer of YandereDev, really wants him to be left alone. But yeah, I'll read out the second email that he sent to this kid after he responded saying it was fair use again. It goes, "Dear whoever the hell this YouTuber is," I literally forgot their name again. "This raises a fairly complicated problem. Using my music in the original trailer was not fair use, you know, fair enough. However, using the trailer in your video was fair use. This poses the question, is it possible to legally use something that was not legal in the first place?" Yes, it is, you know, in multiple countries, like especially the UK. I know at least in the UK there's a specific law which allows you to do that, called incidental inclusion. Like, you know, if you did it deliberately, like add the music that was copyrighted into your video, basically you would be fined. For example, if that music was in the original trailer and you reacted to said original trailer, you would be fined. However, you know, if you added in that copyrighted music yourself, you know, that would be very naughty and illegal. But yeah, you know, illegally this kid was allowed to use it. But yeah, let me read the last sentence, which is actually freaking hilarious. It just shows that it was literally trying to silence this person. Yeah, he writes, "It appears though that YouTube reviewed your video and said that the answer is no, that you weren't allowed to use the music. I don't know for sure if the decision was right or not. All I can say is that it feels right to me." Don't know if this kid realizes that YouTube practically never look at copyright disputes. Otherwise, you know, the DMCA safe harbor wouldn't apply to them, and then, you know, would have like so many lawsuits because YouTube would be taking responsibility for every single piece of work uploaded to their website. So, you know, in terms of YouTube, they literally can't do anything, so no one should be able to blame them because they can't like manually review all of them. This is quite obviously some sort of censorship. They're not gonna like join in, as long as you're not like a huge YouTuber. And Cleveland Rock also writes, "It's possible that YouTube support will help you, though personally I would prefer it if you forgot about the video entirely and let YandereDev and I work in peace. You know, that last line over there is the one that shows that it was literally an attempt to silence this YouTuber. In the rest, you know, it could have been just like, oh, I don't want this music in my video. But that last line literally just shows that. Only does he say that this person was harassing and slandering YandereDev. He also tells them to forget about the video and leave work in peace. So yeah, you know, this kid really loves YandereDev a lot and wants to suck his pee. But yeah, you know, I just thought that this would be a funny topic to cover and something quite interesting as well, because you know, it shows that now YandereDev, everyone was like, oh my god, he's changed. Now he's gone on to people he works with to literally strike down videos on purpose for no reason, just because he wants them down. Honestly, less than 200 subscribers and you felt like you had to take them down. Yeah, you know, I guess this is the end of this epic Rageface Studios video. We'll likely get more views because practically no other commentary channel is talking about this compared to these two. You know, if you like this epic Rageface Studios video, even though nobody literally watches them to the end anymore, you know, can join my epic Discord and follow all my social media, because that would be very nice. 20 quadrillion likes and I become YandereDev and drink the chalice. Yeah, I don't even know. Bye. I'll just end it with some random funny meme I found this morning about YandereDev. Go. Thank you, Twitter.
I'll get biscuit nut. Hey, what's up? Can I get a number 15 Burger King foot lettuce? You guys don't sell that, bruh. Well, I guess I'll take the finest chicken nuggets you guys sell. Cash or card? Do you accept Reddit karma?
I know she likes you better when I'm sober. I don't wanna feel under, I just wanna hold her. Late night steering wheel, gossip pull me over. Baby girl, hold on, riding in the Rover. Did I come on too strong? Ride her love song, then I light up a bong. This shit feels toxic, I'm getting so stressed.